Part 2. Verdant Wind. Ethereal Moon. Reunion at Dawn. It is Imperial Year 1185. Nearly 5 years have passed since the fall of the monastery at Garreg Mach, and war continues to plague the lands of Fodlan. Ferdiad has been captured. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in shambles. The Leicester Alliance is on the verge of collapse, fractured by 2 opposing factions, those who support the Adrestian Empire and its ruler, and those who seek her demise. Meanwhile, under Emperor Edelgard's rule of law, the Adrestian Empire continues to expand its reach. The path to a new Fodlan, unified by Imperial strength, may yet be in sight.
You. How long do you intend to sleep? Your body is awake. Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon those legs of yours. Like so much rain, a pool of blood has fallen to the ground. As spears and arrows pierce the earth, it weeps. And even now, it weeps. In order to survive, they kill. And so the people of this world are lost in an abyss of suffering. They weep as well. The only one who truly knows the nature of such things is I. Or rather, you. You are a complete and utter fool! Have you not changed one bit? Get on your feet. Right now! I'll coddle you no more! You are just like a child, always needing me to hold your hand.
Hey, are you awake? We're in a village at the base of the monastery. What are you doing in a place like this? I honestly didn't expect to find someone floating away down the river.
Garreg Mach is upstream of here, but that place was abandoned.
Huh? You don't know? The Church of Saros isn't there anymore. Though, there have been some folks still living there in the 5 years since... well, you know. Anyway, I've heard some thieves have been spotted around those parts these days. Are you feeling alright? You didn't hit your head or anything, did you? It's the ethereal moon of the year 1185. It's been nearly 5 years since the monastery fell. Tomorrow was supposed to be the Millennium Festival, but who's got time to think about things like that? Yeah, that's what I said. But with the war and the Archbishop still missing it all, I doubt there's a soul to be found who has enough blessings worth counting. Hey, slow down, will ya? Where do you think you're going? Are you crazy? I told you. They say thieves are running amok up there. And there's plenty of other dangers, too. Come on, I promise I won't say you're a coward. Just forget about going anywhere near the monastery. You just remember I tried to stop you. Got it? It's not on my conscience if you wind up dead. Students? You really are crazy, aren't you? There aren't any kids anywhere near that place anymore. Unbelievable.
You overslept, Teach. Pretty rude to keep a fella waiting like that, wouldn't you say? What's with that surprised look, my friend? You didn't really think I'd given up on you coming back, did you? Can you feel it? A new dawn is finally here. Not just for us, though. No. For all of Fodlan. It's been 5 long years. Where have you been, Teach? You don't really expect me to believe that you've been napping this whole time, do you?
De alguna forma él sabía que ya iba a regresar. O sea, no se sorprendió tanto el que haya desaparecido y aparecido así como así. Qué extraño. No, no se cree. Bueno.
It's a good one. Except that's not your lying face. I guess I've got no choice but to believe you. You're not exactly normal to begin with, so it's not a huge stretch to imagine you sleeping for that long. And this is where you say, just kidding, right? If this is a rib, now's the time to fess up.
¿Cuál?
You must be insane, and yet... fine. I believe you, okay? But that means you don't know anything that happened after your last battle, right?
Yo supongo que lo cuidaron los del abismo, hasta que ya, como que si ya llegó un momento que iba a despertar, pues lo dejaron ahí en un río.
As you can see, Garrick Mach was crushed by the Empire and was never restored. The monastery is in ruins, and the town is in pretty bad shape too. Can you guess why?
No creo que haya muerto.
It would seem that's one possible explanation, since you insist that's what you've been up to. All we know for sure is that Rhea suddenly vanished during that battle 5 years ago. The Knights of Seros have apparently been searching all over Fodlan for her. But the fact that this place is in ruins tells me they still haven't found her. Worried, huh? Well, for better or worse, Rhea was clearly fond of you. But I'm not so sure whether it would be good for her to return as the Archbishop. Rather, with her gone... never mind. This could be a dangerous conversation. Before we discuss the state of affairs in each territory, are you hungry? You must be. It's not much, but I did bring some food with me. Let's eat up and go from there. Whew, I am stuffed. Even the most humble of meals taste great with the right company. By the way, Teach, do you remember the night before the ball? I know it was 5 years ago, but we promised that the Golden Deer House would reunite during the Millennium Festival. Today's the day we promised to meet up, but no one's here. True, there's still some daylight left. Let's wait just a little longer. You never know, maybe someone will show up after all.
Pasa el mismo mapa que cuando nos quisieron emboscar ladrones.
You know, help with digestion and stuff. You must be in bad shape if you've been sleeping for 5 years. It'll do you good to get your body
nos encontramos con
moving
Dimitri, que también anda haciendo lo mismo.
Something like that. Look, if you come with me, you'll understand. Oh, and don't forget your weapons, okay? I want to make sure neither your leadership nor your skill with a blade have dulled.
Ahí están las intenciones ocultas. En realidad es para poder despejar la salida. Ay, Dios mío.
In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Imperial loyalist Cornelia has subdued all regions of the former royal house of Blathed to prevent further revolt. Prince Dimitri has been sentenced. Now, the backbone of the former kingdom, Houses Gautier and Fraldarius, struggle to continue the resistance. Cornelia, operating out of the royal palace, has accepted the support of the Empire to build an army and plots to wipe out all remaining kingdom forces. In the Leicester Alliance, House Regan leads an anti-imperial faction, while House Gloucester directs the Empire's supporters. Despite the undeniable threat of fracture, the Alliance's adept new leader, Claude, deftly maintains the outward appearance of a unified front. In Enbar, the imperial capital of the Adrestian Empire, Emperor Edelgard fights to strengthen her regime. She has extended her reach to the kingdom by inciting a coup and continues to draw its former lords under her influence in pursuit of controlling all of Western Fodlan. In the meantime, the Knights of Seros have been dispatched to find Archbishop Rhea, who remains missing despite their searching. Left unattended, the monastery at Garreg Mach has fallen to ruin and become a haven for thieves.
The thieves are here. Apparently they're trying to run off with treasures from the monastery.
What the? Intruders! Protect the goods!
This is gonna get expensive. Collect everything the thieves carried out.
Lo bueno es que ya algunas habilidades las tengo como de alto movimiento. No obstante, me gustaría dile su perra o mandarina madre a Cornelia, pero no, como dije, este es un punto de vista, esta ruta es un punto de vista omnisciente, es decir, no vamos a ver cómo Dimitri le parte su madre a esa maldita, o más bien no vamos a estar allí, sino que vamos a estar en otro lado.
Another victory. I'll use this power for the greater good.
Bien, como dijo Klaus, hay que recuperar todo lo que han robado. Así como hay unos cofrecitos. Ay, me acuerdo que ese capítulo fue un tormento moverse. En especial para las unidades a pie. Ah, ya me dieron el arma de él. Reliquia, emblema de Regan, que permite usar la técnica Astro Caído.
A fitting outcome.
Brebaje. Adelante.
You got yourself killed.
Brebaje.
Hold the grudge if you must. I fought and won.
Oh, ya está en nivel 36 ahora que caigo en cuenta. Afortunadamente para esto de la parte 2 no necesitamos hacer un farmeo, por así decirlo, para levelear a todos. Y espero que esté Ana para darles ya escudos de plata.
Sorry, but I must. The weak fall, the strong live.
Inmortales se llama ahora ese batallón.
What's my strategy? Allow me to demonstrate! It won't be in vain.
Espada de plata.
At the ready.
Ahí quiero ver su espada. Oh, y la espada del arco.
I fought and won.
Arco bendito. Uff.
Let's do this right.
Una unidad asesina. Bien, ya llegó el
The
primero.
barbarity is even worse than the rumors. On my honor as a noble, I will expel these ruffians.
Significa que en esta ruta no quiso obedecer a su padre.
Today was supposed to be a happy day.
Bien.
The monastery is in such disrepair.
Over there. Is that the professor? And the others?
Ahora lo estaba haber hecho caballero arco a Ignaz. Así tendría más
Professor, you're
velocidad.
alive. Guess we better handle this before I celebrate though, huh?
You finally made it. I suppose virtue still exists in this crazy world after all.
Here is something to believe in. I must lead them well.
Escudo antimagia, este se lo tengo que dar a Caspar. Bueno, más bien a todos los que no tienen una buena
Shall we?
resistencia.
Sorry, but it's you or me.
Subieron 2 niveles. Llave de cofre.
My orders?
Todavía nos quedan unidades que son asesinas y ellos pueden abrir cofres.
Alright, who's next?
Ahí donde ando. No obstante, ahora que lo pienso, con Cloud, ahora,
So close.
ya en esta
Fitting
parte,
outcome.
ya que es la unidad Loudwiver, es más fácil ya moverme en el mapa. Aunque podría abrir cofres. No. Necesito ir arriba para que me
Shall
den,
we?
para ya poder abrirlo.
Thought you could best me?
Steady now.
Y aparte Lawrence cumplió con su promesa, llegó junto con Ignaz. Eso quiere decir que él sí lo hizo su caballero de, ¿cómo se dice? De mano derecha.
There's no turning back now.
Antídoto. Creo
This
que
could turn the tides.
la ruta de Edgar es la única que no te da este mapa, donde te dan un chingo de cosas.
Watch and
Utilizó
learn.
oportunista.
Next try.
Ah, no sé si no. Recuerdo que la exagerador te da una más de movimiento.
Now's our chance.
Malos para ellos que se pusieron en fila. Lingote de oro.
I'll tolerate no obstacle. My skill.
Ah, cierto, Lawrence es unidad asesina, puede... Puerta, hijo de... Ah, no, sí es cierto, pues los asesinos pueden abrirse rojos, eso incluye... Puertas.
Sorry, but I must.
Ah, ya que dice su dragón. Es el único que lo hace. Necesito a Marianne para curarlo a distancia al men.
We've got your back. Don't underestimate us. Come on, for Gerald.
Atraer su atención. Ahora que lo pienso, no hay ningún cofre por este lado. Si no me acuerdo mucho de este mapa es que nomás los ves si eliges esta ruta. Ok, no, solamente son esos dos y el que está acá escondido.
Don't get used to this.
Escudo de cuero. En lugar de haber atacado a Leonia, lo hizo con él. Ese era el riesgo de ponerlo ahí, pero no pasa nada. Bien, ya llegó.
Is that the professor? And everyone else? If they're fighting, I gotta go help.
Wow, it's you! Here I thought you were dead all this time. Could that be the professor's ghost?
Lo bueno es que ellas dos tienen llaves.
Hurry up and help.
I'll do my best.
Sorry.
Let's make this quick.
Yo pensé que le iba a bajar de uno.
Let's make this quick.
Ay, me encanta el sello de arriba. Perfecto. Bien. 1, 2, 3, 4.
At the ready.
No puedo abrir. Ah, sí es cierto.
Steady now.
Entonces, ya no es clase, ya no tiene esa habilidad.
A fitting outcome.
Shall we?
Ay, pensé que le iba a dar un crítico. Y tiene una espada envenenada. Ok.
What's my strategy?
Ay, se me olvidó que fue la espada hablar. Sí, es
It's
cierto.
time.
Y después pueden atacar.
My orders? You've been alive all this time? Where have you been hiding? Never mind, talk later.
Aquí estoy.
I'm not dying
Arco
here.
envenenado. Ya van a empezar a salir esta clase de gente. No, creo que mejor lo aguardo acá. Hay 3 arcos protegiéndolo.
Shall we? I've got an idea.
Bien. No sé qué tanto de estas chicas crecieron ahora. Pero bueno, voy a ver qué hago. Lo malo es que le hizo daño. Será envenenado. Ay, no, es que quería ver qué dijo.
You should have seen that coming. This good enough?
Agrimorios y puño furibundo. Muchos thank yous. Espada maldita. ¿Qué? Espada mal... Ay, perdón. A ver, déjame lo veo acá. Una segunda pantalla. Ay, agrándate. Espada maldita Asia. Espada que destaca por su índice de críticos. ¡A la verga! Arrebata 5 de PV al usuario tras atacar. Ay, necesita... Esto de la mano con el anillo auxilio o el anillo divino, o anillo divino, no me acuerdo cómo se llama el otro, que lo cura en cada turno en caso de que le falte. Tal vez lo piense.
I'll do my best.
Mejor me encargo de esto. Yo sé que usé sanar, pero ese quería curarlo al güey. Con mucho falta ese güey. Voy a crear su atención.
We've much to discuss, but first, let us dispense with the riffraff. It is a noble's duty after all. Appreciate it.
Bien.
I'm stronger than before.
Professor, boy, am I glad to see you. How did we end up in this situation?
Y me encanta cómo se ve Hilda en la parte 2. Está bien chido. A ver, voy a aprovechar que ando aquí. No hay muchos caballos. Puedo prescindir de esto. Y tomar una llave de cofre.
Alright, who's next?
Estar bien cabrón esta parte. Machaca corazas. Bien. Ya puedo iniciar, pero todavía no. Uf.
This'll take some strategy.
Hay también una espada envenenada. Pendejos se pusieron en fila.
It was a team effort.
Me encanta que en English esto se corrige, el hecho de que algunos estén en edificios o columnas y realmente se ve eso. Ese es uno de los cambios que me gustó.
Seize the moment. A nobleman does his duty.
Ya lo tienen a todo. ¿Ahora cómo se llama su batallón? Ah, no, está igual, Caballeros del Reino. Danza de plata, ok.
I fought and won.
Ay, ya me dieron muchos.
Professor, it's been too long. I do want to chat, but first let's handle these criminals.
Ahorita compro llaves, no se preocupen.
That helps.
Ok, ¿se alcanzó? A ver, déjame lo veo desde arriba. Sí. Hacha de Ukonsara, ¿qué es eso? Emblema de Gloucester. Devuelve PB en cada turno. ¿Quién tiene ese emblema aparte de Lawrence y Lay City? Ninguno de los dos maneja H.
Thanks for that.
Ay, no llega. Que dan los reuniones. Ok, ya llegamos.
Is that really you, Professor? It's been so long. I thought I'd never see you again.
Professor? Is it really you?
Una vez empezamos.
No! I'm not the one you want! I guess I've got no choice!
¿Sí? Recuerden que huyen, por eso es que no he movido a Hilda de allá abajo.
The instant we arrived, we're neck deep in battle. We should have arrived late.
Sí.
Well done. It isn't looking good for us. Should we retreat?
So, he revealed his true identity. Catch him and recover the treasure.
Hijos. Tenía por otro lado.
Oh, I got it!
You should yield me a tidy profit.
I've got another option.
Recuerden que como matamos al jefe, pues el capítulo técnicamente ya aquí acaba.
I thought it would be easy money. Maybe it wasn't meant to be.
We took care of that. Are you sufficiently warmed up, Teach?
Técnicamente que claro. Aunque eso es lo que no me gustó mucho de algunos. Creo que Diamond me dijo que a partir de Awakening en adelante, o Fates, que ahora en lugar de alcanzar una casilla para terminar el capítulo, ahora es yéndose hacia el jefe. O sea, con el jefe muerto acaba automáticamente todo. Es una de las cosas que no me gustaron. O sea, con una casilla puedes darte el lujo de explorar, acabar enemigos y hacer tus lujos hasta ya cuando decidas. Ya, hasta aquí. El personaje, como que dice, el líder del escuadrón, va hasta la casilla y da por terminado el capítulo o el mapa. Aunque creo que lo quitaron para la gente que le gusta farmear. Bueno, ahora es acabando con todos los enemigos. En el caso de los mapas de farmeo o en el caso de los de historia, nada más acabándote con el jefe principal y ya. Pero bueno.
I'm exhausted. What gives, Professor? I was so excited to see everyone again, and then this happens. I'm still tired from the long journey. How did it come to this?
Let's all take a moment to catch our breath.
If you've got the spare time to play with those guys, the least you could do is prepare some tea.
Ok. Las quejas a Cloud, hijos. ¿Quién
We were
puso
hoping
esa
someone
opción?
would come to back us up when we started routing the bandits. It seems they've been taking advantage of the church's absence and doing whatever they please here.
In any case, I'm glad that all of you are well.
That's the spirit, Marianne.
That was fun. In fact, I wouldn't mind romping around some more.
So,
De hecho,
you
sí,
were
me
alive
hubiera
this whole
dejado
time, Professor.
bajado a esos dos que
I'm
sobraron.
not surprised. In fact, that is why I came here.
And it doesn't look like time has rusted your skills. That's a relief.
I'm just glad everyone's alive and well. On that note, let's move this reunion party somewhere else. Now that we've dealt with those violent bandits, we could potentially use this place as our base of operations again.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I'm talking about the Leicester Alliance taking over Garrigmach Monastery. After all, it's
Aunque
right
también
in the
podría ser
middle of
los
Focus. It's
del
a
Reino de
critical
Fargas.
strategic location.
Are you suggesting that we fight back against the Empire?
Aren't you getting a bit ahead of yourself? The Alliance is in complete discord at present.
Ese es el
And
porqué
as leader of
está
the
omnisciente.
Imperial faction of the Alliance, isn't Count Gloucester, your father, the main cause of that discord?
Yes, that is true. It was inevitable. Our house's territory is close to Imperial land, after all. Had we not consented to vassalage under the Empire, they would have invaded immediately.
Naturally. And to be clear, I have no problem with your house maintaining its imperial ties until
Ignoran
we're
al pendejo
sufficiently
de la
prepared to
reskin.
revolt. The Empire is the cause of the infighting. If we rid ourselves of them, the situation should resolve itself. That's why I'm thinking we should make this our base, raise up an army, and stir up some trouble for the Empire.
Supongo que vamos a tener a Dimitri en el monasterio como lo fue la primera vez que
So then,
estuvimos
Mr.
haciendo esto.
Leaderman, does this mean you intend to rope us into your little scheme?
Ahora es el archiduque.
My grandfather passed away. That means yours truly is officially the leader of the Alliance.
En uno de los capítulos que he estado subiendo sin mi cara, hubo una cinemática interacción entre Violet y Cloud donde sospechaban qué onda con la verdadera identidad de Violet, y en eso llegó su almirante derecha, que viene siendo... Ay, no me acuerdo muy bien su nombre, creo que es Jocelyn, algo así. Pero ella es la que es la más próxima a la casa Regan, por lo tanto le comunicó a Cloud que probablemente ya vaya a estirar la pata a su abuelo, sin depender, y probablemente ya le tengan que ceder las tareas y puesto de archiduque, así como lo fue con Edelgar.
If we had a more reliable leader, perhaps the Alliance would not have been divided.
Oílo, el primero que se doblegó.
What you will. All I need to know is if you're in or you're out.
I'm happy to lend a hand. I won't let those Imperial dogs set foot in Alliance territory. I couldn't bear it if my village got caught up in the chaos of war.
Un último rodeo antes de que acabe el
Gotta protect my little
2023.
sis.
I will join as well. After all, House Ordelia was once dragged into an Imperial revolt. It ruined us.
Of course. I understand your motivation.
I'll fight too. It's time to take responsibility for my own future.
I don't want to run anymore. I hope I'll be of use to everyone.
Fue la que
We can
más
do
asistió
anything if
en
we
el
work
anterior
together,
mapa.
Marianne.
What about you, Lawrence? Are you going to go back home to your scary father or what?
We cannot rely on Claude's scheming to lead us to victory. Therefore, I will remain. It is my duty to ensure Claude does not worsen the situation in the Alliance.
All of us are fighting for a different reason, but we share a common enemy. If we don't act, the Empire will crush us eventually. I say we stop them before they have the chance. So, Teach, will you help as well? Please do. I'm counting on you. Even if your ultimate goal is to find Rhea, it would be better to stick with us as you search.
Por eso no puse esa
With you
opción
on our
porque
side, the church
todavía
will join
ni
us as
sabemos
well.
dónde está
That
ahora.
makes fighting the Empire a moral cause, which means it'll be
Sí, porque
easier to
dicen que está en la
rally support.
capital, pero no sabemos bajo
Above
qué
all,
condición
your
está
knowledge and
encerrado.
strength are indispensable if we hope to stand a chance against the Imperial Army. Without you, my schemes are nothing.
Por lo primero
Just
que tenemos
words.
que hacer es encontrar a
Please,
Dimitri.
take all of that into
Y tenerlo a
consideration
salvo.
as you decide.
You're really laying it all on the table, aren't you, Claude?
Es más fácil
all
decirlo
that
que hacerlo, en
aside,
efecto.
This place is a mess. We can't very well make our base in a ruin. And repairing it sounds like a lot of work. I wonder if anyone would be willing to help us out with that.
Ojalá alguien rara de cabello rosado nos pudiera ayudar con un poquito de su tiempo.
Can it be? You were alive all this time?
Professor, it is so good to see you again. My brother and I were worried about you.
Oh, thank the goddess. I couldn't bear the thought of letting Gerald down by not finding you.
Guess you lucked out. We've been looking everywhere for you, but I see Lady Rhea isn't with you. Damn.
Everyone was real worried about you, Professor.
Cyril? Is that you? You've grown up, kid.
No, ya los vi con los fanfics.
Of course, without Lady Rhea, I don't belong anywhere.
Cyril, that's not... Never mind. We'll figure it all out.
En las conversaciones de apoyo es cuando le dan sus estiras de orejas.
And all grown up. Well, for the most part.
I do regret that we were never able to hold a proper graduation for all of you students.
It has been 5 years since Lady Rhea disappeared. We have devoted all of our energies to finding her. However, without being able to set foot in Empire territory, we are at a standstill.
Traducción, ya buscaron por todos lados que no sea el Imperio y no está.
That of the long-awaited Millennium Festival.
Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case, though I don't suppose you had very high hopes in that regard. Even if she were able to return here, with the monastery in ruins, I don't think she would have felt safe enough to do so. Right, Hilda?
Yeah, this is an important location for the church. To think you've left it in such a state.
Ay, pinche Claudia, sé lo que pretendes.
That's true. Perhaps we've left it alone for too long. We've got to make things right.
I can clean this place up like new. It's not fit for Lady Rhea like this.
And leaving this place in ruins affects the safety of this area, too.
Agreed. There is also a great deal of valuable literature here.
Then let's do it. If we all work together, we can restore the monastery to its original beauty.
We will require the aid of skilled craftsmen, too. I shall seek out any such individuals.
Los albañiles de la Ciudad de México.
Fantastic! I'll figure out how to split up the work and then we can get started.
Esos que tienen sus pinches lonchesotes de cualquier cosa que sea gorditas o lo que sea, ahí guardaditos, su coca y aún así están mamados. Ahí todavía me falta ver el video de Aries Terrón, cuál es su secreto, de cómo están mamados y aún así no son, con todo respeto a los albañiles, no tienen la cultura del buen comer, por así decirlo, porque coca todos los días como que no es lo más saludable, pero aún así se mantienen en forma. Así que hacen su secreto, mens. Ok, bueno.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Guardian Moon. The Alliance Leader's Ambitions. Claiming the monastery at Garreg Mach as its home base, the Alliance army joins forces with the Knights of Seros. Together, they begin to take up arms against the Adrestian Empire.
Good work, Hilda. You didn't do much manual labor, but you managed to rope the knights into helping us restore the monastery.
Todavía se salió con la suya.
But all I did was piggyback on your scheme. I saw your eyes telling me to make some magic happen.
Thank you so much for your help with the restoration.
Oh, please, it was nothing. We're just doing our part as former students.
I'm told you even routed the bandits. That job should have fallen to us. I'm sorry for the trouble.
Hey, don't think twice about it. We're all allies in the resistance against the Empire, right?
The Church is at war with the Empire, but let's be realistic. Wouldn't it be better for the Alliance to eventually submit?
Esa sería la derrota absoluta. De hecho, por eso es que Edelgard en su ruta fue lo primero que hizo. Atacar de volada al líder de la alianza, que viene siendo Cloud, para tenerla sometida y hacer una especie de U dominante en contra de Fargus. En efecto, eso es como acabo de decirlo, es lo primero que hizo.
The way I see it, the Emperor wants to take over all of Fodlan and destroy the existing order of the world. I can't see her allowing the Alliance to continue to exist. We're in this just as deeply as you are. Actually, we were hoping to use this place as a base. The Empire begs to be meddled with, and we're first in line.
What? Why would you want to make your base here of all places?
Garrick Mach is situated in the center of Fodlan, both geographically and spiritually.
Lo cual
We
es
want
muy
to secure this
conveniente.
location while the Empire is still overlooking it.
I see. The Empire doesn't see this place as important at the moment because it's far from the front lines.
But if we
Ahorita
simply
están
decide
usando
that
todos
it's
sus
ours to
esfuerzos en meter a todo
occupy,
Fargus.
that does nothing to inspire the hearts and minds of the people of Fodlan. Luckily, good old Teach has finally returned to us. If the Professor Rhea entrusted with the Sword of the Creator fights at our side, well now, that's a just cause anyone could get behind. What's more, here we are, working alongside the legendary Knights of Seros. It smacks of divine providence, doesn't it? Can you feel it?
I have heard what you have to say, Claude. And you, Professor? Where do you stand? On our own, we lack sufficient military strength. But with the help of the Alliance, the Archbishop said if anything should happen to her, that we should entrust the affairs of the Church to you.
O sea, no le importa que la encuentren, no le importa que la secuestren.
Then I will follow you as well. Is that acceptable, Claude?
Of course. I can't think of anything more reassuring than having both Teach and the Knights on our side. Together, we'll stop the Emperor and her reckless ambitions.
Wow. Ahora que... Ah, sí, es cierto. Bueno, chicos, vamos a pararles aquí. Espero que os haya gustado mucho este episodio dividido en dos partes, que viene siendo el fin de Siervos Dorados y el comienzo de Viento Glauco. Pues no sé cómo vaya a suceder todo esto. ¿Por qué? Porque literalmente en estos capítulos, hasta antes de la batalla triple, todo va a suceder igual. Así que supongo que va a estar Dimitri en algún momento con nosotros, pero en su estado de ido. Porque no lo quiero llamar loco. Es que en sí no está loco. Ese es el resultado de traición, crueldad, artimañas. O sea, muchos dicen, oye, envíalo al psiquiatra, todo se resuelve con terapia. Es fácil decirlo para ti, baboso. Todo el mundo necesita terapia en algún momento e incluso todo el tiempo. Pero bueno, esas ya son opiniones mías. El que quiera tomarlas, ahí está. No se crea. No obligo a nadie a cosas que no quiera. Sin más que añadir, lo único que les voy a pedir de mucho favor es que no olviden dejar su like, suscribirse si no lo han hecho, compartir mi parte para que sea más para el canal, la campanita de notificaciones para los próximos videos y seguirme en mis redes sociales que son Ryuchiha o Garo el Fudo en Facebook, Instagram, TikTok y curiousCat.live. Y debido a mi precaria y nada resuelta situación económica, tal vez ya ponga un enlace, a partir de ahora, un enlace de donación en la caja de descripción para quien guste apoyarme. Ahí va a estar a su entera disposición en una cuenta PayPal. No es obligatorio hacerlo, como dije, son donaciones, pero con un poco de ayuda les puedo mejorar los videos, la calidad de estos y hasta incluso resolver este cochinero que tengo en la habitación y ya adecuarlo a lo que viene siendo un setup, así como mi pequeño tallercito en donde pueda hacer todo lo que tenga que hacer o lo que quiera hacer aquí en este cuartillo. Y se los voy a devolver en el año que viene siendo 2024. Soy Ryuji, nos vemos en el siguiente video. Hasta luego.